I'm Regina D'Alessio with PR News at our PR Measurement Conference at the National Press Club in DC. And joining me is Ed Davis, Director of Media Relations for the United Way of Greater Houston. At Greater Houston, what are some of the key metrics that you're using for measurement?
Yeah, so some of the key things that we're really looking at driving is what was the return on investment of our communications. That's kind of the overall to help our boss understand the impact our communications is having. But we're looking at a whole slew of information, and we're moving away from things like impressions and clip counts and media value, and moving more towards understanding the reach, the frequency, the influence of the different communications that we have. We're really focused right now on how are we expanding our shared media world, so to speak, to steal a line from Mr. Markline.
Are you blending social media and traditional metrics, and if so, how?
Yeah, we absolutely are. The report that we send to my boss every month actually covers both paid, earned, and owned media, and ultimately shared media as well. But in there, at the very end of it, it talks about social media. It talks about how many people clicked on certain things. It talks about how many people shared a Facebook story or retweeted something. And it looks at the influence that had from them sharing that information that we put out. So yeah, we're definitely looking at that information.
Ed, you work for a nonprofit which often has limited resources and budgets. So with those restrictions, how are you setting up your measurement tools and metrics?
Very thoughtfully and carefully, because we don't have a lot of resources to waste. And so we look at the things that we can do efficiently internally, and then we look towards outside vendors to maybe supplement what it is that we're doing. But we do a lot of study of our communications internally. And I think that's actually a really good process, especially from a nonprofit standpoint and from a smaller business standpoint. It helps you really understand intimately who's reading what it is that you're putting out there, how they're reacting to it, versus relying on a third party to tell you how that stuff is going, and you don't necessarily get a feel for it. So I think actually it's sort of working to our benefit a little bit, because we are very hands-on with how we're measuring things, how we're disseminating information, and how we're looking at analyzing those things. And so we have a better grip, I think, on it.